The world's next factory may not be China. It might be Mexico. A few years ago, that statement would have sounded ridiculous. For decades, when people thought about Mexico, they thought about beaches, tourism, migration, or crime. Not the future of the global economy. Yet today, some of the world's largest corporations are quietly investing billions of dollars there. Why? What changed? And more importantly, is Mexico truly rising, or is there a much bigger story unfolding behind the scenes? Because this is not just Mexico's story, it's the story of a changing world order. More than 500 years ago, the Aztec Empire stood among the most remarkable civilizations on Earth. Its capital, Tenochtitlan, was larger and more sophisticated than many European cities of the time. It had canals. It had organized markets. It supported hundreds of thousands of people. Then everything changed. The Spanish arrived. The empire collapsed. Centuries of upheaval followed. But here's the fascinating part. Mexico has fallen many times throughout its history, and somehow it keeps getting back up. Perhaps that's the key to understanding what's happening today. Now, consider this question. If you were the CEO of one of the world's largest companies, where would you build your next factory? China? Vietnam? India? Or right next to the largest consumer market on Earth? The answer is increasingly changing, because the pandemic exposed one of globalization's greatest weaknesses: distance. Suddenly, producing goods on the other side of the planet didn't seem so efficient anymore. Ports shut down, ships waited offshore, supply chains broke apart, companies lost billions. And a new idea became increasingly popular: nearshoring, bringing production closer to customers. And that is where Mexico entered the picture. Here's the twist. Mexico's greatest advantage isn't cheap labor. Many people assume it is. Its greatest advantage is geography. Look at a map. Mexico shares a massive border with the United States. Access to the world's largest consumer market is a strategic asset that few countries can match. In economics, time is money, and products shipped from Mexico can reach American consumers far faster than products crossing the Pacific Ocean. Investors understand that. That's why they're paying attention. But there's something even more interesting happening. Mexico isn't just producing cars anymore, it's producing medical equipment, electronics, industrial machinery, aerospace components, and increasingly higher value products. The country is gradually moving beyond simple manufacturing, and while the transformation may appear quiet, its impact could be enormous. To understand Mexico's rise, we also need to understand geopolitics. The growing rivalry between the United States and China is reshaping global trade. Trade disputes, technology restrictions, competition over semiconductors, the race for artificial intelligence. All of these developments have encouraged companies to reduce their dependence on a single country. And while businesses searched for alternatives, Mexico happened to be in exactly the right place at exactly the right time. Sometimes countries don't rise because they change. Sometimes they rise because the world changes around them. Imagine being a young engineer in northern Mexico. A few years ago, there were only a handful of major factories nearby. Today, new facilities are opening, roads are expanding, logistics hubs are growing, new opportunities are emerging. Economic transformation is not always visible in statistics. Sometimes it's visible in everyday life. And that's exactly what many regions of Mexico are experiencing today. Of course, not everything is perfect, far from it. Mexico still faces significant challenges: security concerns, organized crime, infrastructure gaps, energy demands, water shortages in certain regions. These are serious issues, and investors pay attention to risks just as much as opportunities. Mexico's future will depend on how effectively it addresses them. Let's make an interesting comparison. When people think about rising economies, they often think about India, and for good reason. But Mexico possesses one advantage that cannot easily be replicated: location. You can build factories, you can train workers, you can invest in technology, but you cannot relocate a country. And Mexico happens to sit right beside the largest economy on Earth. Sometimes geography changes history. Maybe that's why the world is paying attention again, because this story is about more than factories, more than exports, more than economic growth. It's about the emergence of new centers of global influence, and Mexico is trying to claim a larger place on that map. So, is the land of the Aztecs rising from the ashes once again? Maybe. Or perhaps we're only witnessing the beginning of the story. But one thing is certain. The world is changing. Supply chains are changing. Global power structures are changing. And Mexico is standing at the center of that transformation. Today, it is rising quietly. Tomorrow, it may become one of the economic powers everyone is talking about. What do you think? Can Mexico become one of the world's dominant economic powers in the years ahead? Let us know in the comments. And for more content about geopolitics, global power shifts, and emerging economies, subscribe to Atlas Intelligence. See you in the next video.